We're at 1015 Chantilly Road, Los Angeles, California, 90077. This is Michael Gerace with Michelangelo Plumbing, Inc. It is September 7th, 2017. Okay, I apologize for the interruption. This is September 7th, 2017, and we are going to run through a 4-inch mainline cleanout right at the front of the house. It is just to the right of the front entranceway to the house, and it has a black cover. There's a black cover we've removed, and here's the 4-inch mainline cleanout. And here's the front entranceway to the house. This is the front of the house, and the brick walkway in the driveway area. And this is to the far side of the house, to the left side of the house as you're facing the house. So we're gonna just pop our camera in real quick and take a quick look. From what we understand, there is some offsets in here. There's some issues that we can't get around apparently. We're gonna try and put a skid ball on the camera, try and help us get over these areas. We've got some offsets in the line, got quite a few offsets. Then we make our drop, and I think this is where folks were having a hard time getting past here. We have root intrusion, we have a crack and a break right here from what it looks like. We have more cracks and breaks at that joint as well, and then we're going into an area where I guess it's kind of hard to get through. Nobody could get through this area. I'm going to try and run some water right now. It appears that that's holding water, so this area may be stopped up out at the 36-foot mark. We didn't zero the camera out, so we're out about 30 feet right now. We're just doing a preliminary on it now. I'm going to run some water, see if I can push past this point. we've got water running. We're going to see if we can push through this point at all. Okay, we can't get through the 36-foot mark. At this point, we're going to put a skid ball on there. Put a skid ball on there. We're going to try and get through with a skid ball on it. How you doing, bro?
How we doing?
Good.
Sick.
Huh?
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, what's happening, man?
Not much.
I didn't even recognize you for a minute.
Yeah. Came to do a little...
Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing?
It's good. Good.
How's it going? This is my brother.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you, Joe.
I'm Michael. Nice to meet you, Joe.
Yeah, pretty sick. Huh?
Right.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, hopefully I can get through this damn thing, man. It's messed up. Not in good shape.
Really? The
Got a
same
lot of
thing as
breaks.
the other one?
A lot of cracks.
So a lot of work, huh?
Yeah. Staying small. Right now,
Yeah?
a lot of sewers.
So what are they telling you about this one? Is it almost ready?
Okay, we have our skid ball on our camera now, and we're going to attempt to run our camera back through, see if we can get over that area. We're going to zero our camera out. Right now we're just at the opening to the mainline cleanout, so we're going to zero out our camera right here. Okay, we're at zero. We're going to begin running through the mainline cleanout. We have one turn right away. We have cast iron piping, and then we transition to vitreous clay. We have an offset and a pretty good crack right here. We have root intrusion and we have a break and a crack right here. That's at 8 foot. And we'll mark all these areas out. And we have another break right here at 12 foot. in the vitreous clay. That's cracked all the way around. Then we have a very large offset right here. You can see the whole face of the pipe on the right-hand side, and you can see a gap at the top as well. It's got a separation and a very large offset right there, and it looks like it's got a break as well. It's cracked all the way around, right from about the 3 o'clock area, or maybe even the 5 o'clock area, all the way around. We've got another pretty severe offset here. See the whole face of the pipe at the top. Can't see the face of the pipe at the bottom. It's kind of buried. And then we're making a turn, and we've got a pretty severe offset and crack there from what it looks like. We got root intrusion coming back behind us, and we got a pretty large offset here. Be a little easier to see once we're coming back out. We've got the water off. Got a pretty large offset right there. We're not going to be able to see anything with the water. We're making a pretty good drop right here. And then we go into pretty heavy root intrusion right here. And that's at about the same area that we were at. And we're up off the bottom of the floor on the piping. Looks like we're still hitting piping here, and it looks like we're broken pretty badly here from what I can see through the water. See a pretty big break right there. Let's check this area. I do not believe I can get through this area. More than likely this would have to be hydrojetted and try to get through it again if possible, but I don't even know that you can get through it if you hydrojet it. That area looks to be broken pretty badly. That's all dirt. When you get into the fitting right there, that's just completely collapsed and broken. You can see the roots. I'm up off the bottom. You can see the break. I'm going to go ahead and locate this area. We are extremely deep at this point. Can't get a complete accurate reading, but we believe that we're at somewhere right around 18 feet deep. We're in a drop, so it's very difficult to try and get a great reading. And I can't level out past this point, unfortunately, because this whole area is just collapsed. I have the skid ball on it, and I go right into broken piping. I can see here where it's broken, right toward the top of the screen. It's kind of hard to tell right here. Right there, there's just pieces. It's just broken right there. And there's roots just growing up right here. There's a large crack at about the 11 o'clock area on the screen that you can see. And that whole piece is just broken. And that's in the 6-inch. That's in the 6-inch piping. So we're pulling back. Begin pulling back right now. And we get water on the camera lens as we're coming up. Very difficult to try and see anything. We'll try and jerk it back a little bit, get the water off the camera lens. But we can see we have large root intrusion at this area and large offset, and it's also cracked and broken. This line's in really terrible shape, and the 4 inches back on the property and the 6 inches at least at the property line. This is our stack where we transition. We're transitioning right after this to our 6-inch piping. And we got roots growing in from the inspection Y at the top and a large offset. Make a turn, and we have a really large break right here. Excuse me, real large break right here, an offset. That's really broken and root intruded. Excuse me. And this is cracked all the way around. This piping's just shot. The 4-inch needs to be replaced, and the 6-inch will most likely need to be excavated all the way, because we are completely broken and severed from what it looks like right at the property line down by the curb area, and cannot get a camera through there to even inspect the rest of the city line. We would have to dig that area up. The only possibility we might have is to hydrojet this line so that we can maybe get past that to try and see the rest of the city line. But unfortunately, if you hydrojet that area too, you're going to do more damage, more than likely. You're going to completely collapse that area. And now we're coming back into the cast iron line, and that's coming back up our clean out area. And we've also got an offset right here. And that's in our clean out. That's in our ABS plastic clean out. See, we've got a shift right here we're actually hitting, and we got root intrusion and dirt right there. From what we can see, it's offset because we are hitting it. We shouldn't be hitting that. Joints should be smooth. We're going to go back in. We're just going to check a couple areas and mark a couple areas out. We've got an offset right here. That's not a major offset, that's somewhat minor at this point, but the rest of it is in terrible shape. That area is broken, cracked and broken, and we have roots coming through that area. So we're going to mark this area out. This area is right in the front walkway, and it is at 3 feet deep. We're going to mark this area with a crayon. Okay, we marked this area out at 3 foot deep. I'm going to run in some more. Another break. Locate this area. Major break in this area. And locate this. Okay, we've got several areas marked out. We don't need to mark out every single one because there's too many coming down the hillside. Make a turn, and again we have a crack. We have a major offset, major break right here. Root intrusions, major crack along that top of the pipe. That's the top of the fitting. And then we got somebody else running water in the house. And we're down to our area again where we have our break at the bottom. So we're just going to let this area sit for a second. We'll take another look. That's as far as we can go at this point without either hydrojetting or excavating, one of the two. as I had said, we have a major break in this area. And this is right at the curb. There's a little tiny strip of sidewalk, and we put a dot of orange paint on the sidewalk area. That will wash off. It's called 90-day paint, and it'll just come off within 60 to 90 days, or it can just be brushed off with water and a wire brush will come right off. That area is just completely destroyed right there. We're not going to get over that at all. It's just broken. And it's holding water. You can see how much water we're holding. When we back up a little bit, you see that we come out of the water. We have no water right now in the line. We've got water on the camera lens because of the camera lens hanging. But when we get down toward the bottom, then we actually just go right into water, as you can see right there. So I will make my recommendations, and it will all be in the report. And that concludes our video sewer inspection.